Hello, hello, friends, ladies, countrymen, Romans, everyone. We're going through a replay of Supreme. I've been told it's a short one, and it's been shared by friends of mine over on Twitch. So let's see. Let's have a quick look on what this game's gonna be all about. Now, we've got Glorp TTV 38 OS, so fairly high up there. But that being said, Evil Wasp is 24 OS 5 Chev as well. So it's a pretty stacked team on the red side. Over on the blue side, we've got Hold My Beer at 35. Diggy Dog and X Meekex is at 16. So, except for the two players over here, again, a relatively stacked team on the blue side. Glorp going into an early scouting offensive with Dix. Pretty standard single mechs with a solar, okay. And we've got the Scout 666 feeding him tidal generators, which is also pretty standard. Now, Diggy Dog is in for a world of pain. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but when I was low OS and I saw the red player coming at me, every single tick felt like a juggernaut. So, yeah, that's what Diggy Dog is panicking right now, and so is half of his team. Sunfire sends in a supporting row of ticks. But you can see Diggy Dog like unable to kill even that single tick. Probably was panicking just as I used to. Evil Wasp has constructors out, but nothing to support on the front. Oh wait a second. He does have two blitzes. Two blitzes. Can they hold five ticks back? Maybe. Yes, they can. Barely, but yes, a single blitz can hold up to five ticks. Do not quote me anywhere. Scouts from both sides. Nothing too far out of the ordinary anywhere on the map, with the exception of the fact being that Hold My Weed and Link Chrono will probably both win Cs. I mean, given that it's the green and the blue commanders. We do have Glorp eating up the metal on the Isthmus. He did trade a little bit with the incisors over here. Not the best of trades because incisors are such a pain to deal with. Loses two pawns. But he's got a Resbot, he can't res them back, and that's usually how you win as bots. He does pull out a Centurion, and he's not moved forward in a while though. Oh, look at that. Glop TDV also giving a con back to the Pond player, which is, well, new. Gunner 626 with his scout on a very interesting holding pattern. Cloud also scouts out Link Pro, so Link Chrono, my bad. Well, the green commander is up here without capping these early mexes. Glorp also moves forward with his commander. Evil Wasp all the way front has taken a very aggressive stance and has an LLT up. Diggy Dog, the commander, taking very, very significant damage from that one LLT. Loses 50, about 50, yeah, 50% or so HP. Meanwhile, Glorp just straight up kills the front commander. Elfenlied, the tech player, calls out Resign what? But there's something interesting. Purple commander has gone for a bomber. And he's already queued it up so as to not take more of his APM. Evil Wasp moving up. Diggy Dog eating up his fellow soldier. That's gotta be painful though, knowing that you're up against two commanders. I think they've made Whirlwind, the Cortex Bomber, worse than it used to be. They can't take out mexes on their own. Is this interesting? So we're doing a Resbot drop. Martin Plo has a wild camera view. You know what? I'm all ears. Oh lord. Why is it angled? What? Why is the view angled though, Martin Plo? I get having an overhead view, but... And the guy has really good APM, clearly. Okay, okay. It's gonna give me headaches. So we've dropped a Resbot, and what's the idea? Like, what are we trying to do with this Resbot? Eat their resources or eat their commanders? Right, we've Sunfire going early T2. Neutered also going T2, but does he have enough space to get units? I think his units can gamma. Yeah, the Resbot being picked out. Oh, are we going to eat the? Yes, there we go. We're attempting to go eat the enemy commander that just self-deed. Now there is a pounder up front, so that's a problem. Ah, the Shuriken. The Shuriken gonna hold that one Lazarus that was dropped. Now the interesting thing about being Shuriken or EMP'd is you can't even self-destruct. You've got the self-destruct queued up, but you can't self-D because, well, you've been EMP'd. Lots of pings. Hover tank offensive. Well, that's not fun. It's not hover tanks. It's seekers. Okay, that's very easy to deal with. Seekers, the lightest class of hovercraft. If only you micro your units, and yep, there we go. That's one seeker down, 2 more to go, 3 more to go, 4 more to go. Okay. But we do not have any other units coming in. Okay, that's a problem. Gunner 626 says I'm about to do something stupid. I mean, 10 points to Gunner for self-awareness, I guess. Well, Green Commander jumping in on Cloud, which is quite problematic. Coastal Torpedo Launcher should be able to pull off some additional damage. Not really. Wow, Cloud is really lagging behind, and with Link Chrono coming up on his base, I think Red Team morale is gonna be suffering. You expect the front lines to win, but then your C is in pain. That being said, T2 is up. Jaguars are up and running. Ah, there we go. Nothing to see here. Dead commander is dead. Well, Gunner 626 called it, so to be fair, he knew what he was doing. There's a pretty solid run by of grunts, and we do not have any T2 to counter it. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. We've got a couple of blitzes. Blitzes which are not engaging. Alright, the LLT plus the blitzes combined, this should be able to... We've held it out, yeah, not bad. That could have been catastrophic. The Green Commander moving in for the kill. Glorf losing a whole bunch of his metal extractors. That's too little too late, good sir. Torpedo launcher will get some damage in. The res turret's honestly keeping it alive a lot longer than it has any business being. But the con turrets are dying out. Hold my weed. The commander's moved up into the ocean and building. Gunner 626 spots it, and he's moving in for the kill on the commander. Misfit Factual says on spectator chat that he didn't know the commander survives being killed. Yeah, so doesn't matter how your commander dies, the metal will always end up on the map. Yeah, so the trans got shot out by the anti-air and commander drops on the map. Oh, hold my weed. Self-tease, or I think it died due to depth launchers. Yeah, the depth charges probably killed it, but dead commander wreckage in the ocean, but nothing to reclaim it in the vicinity. That's a problem. The solid play, but you don't get much out of that play. Glob TTV 2v5, of course it's normal. Well, you won pretty hard, and 10 minutes in, you've got nothing after that. There's no fallback positions, so that's a dead commander if it doesn't start moving. Evil Wasp is retreating. Oh no, the geo position is not helping. Neutered 26 OS 3 Chev with a very stuck Starlight. I called it. I called it. Oh no. Oh no. The front needs him. Oh, all the spectators are hounding him. I think that's a good screenshot too. I'm actually gonna put this up. This is it. This is the screenshot you need. Well, blue commander's just won his ocean. Red is being pushed back. There's Mouses on the front lines. Couple of Jaguars. Evil Wasp loses his commander. I do not see the tech position helping out in any meaningful sense. Fake pilot, by the way, with a very bad windmill farm. A very explosive one, a very chain reactive one. Oh, red just quits? Wait, what? I don't think the game was over yet. They certainly pushed in, but El Glorp is... Aha. I see, it's a morale victory for the blue team before the actual victory. Oh, look at that. Oh no. Oh no, poor Glorp. Loses out on having useful teammates, but honestly, though, 25 OS at 6 Chef, which is all silvers, not reacting to the front falling. That's a. Geo does have very solid eco now. I think those Starlights, if they're even slightly microed, or they're not, they've just walked into the enemies. And they will get shut down so quickly unless they can get the commander. Alright, guys, here's the thing. Do not try to run away with the Starlights ever. Or your Mousers. And the reason for that is they cannot fire while retreating. One of the many reasons why Sheldons are so much better than most artillery units. Alright, Neutered has extremely solid eco. Yeah, well, he can defend this. A whole bunch of Jaguars. Definitely needs a bunch of converters, and he's putting those up, but maybe a bit too late as well. The Scout 666 also has a fusion, and he's gone for a T2 lab, so should have Tigers or a Tsar if he wants to. Or any units, my good sir, would be super helpful. Oh yeah, the chat is not being kind. The eco position calls a resigned vote. Okay, this is, I think, a classic case of a morale victory before they've actually even won. Sure, the blue team is being quite overbearing, but honestly, even at this point, the red team at energy power, you're not microing your units. Yes, that's a problem. Most of that metal income is probably because of all the reclaim. The orange sea is pushing back, did kill the enemy commander, might win the entire sea given long enough. Martin Plo, again, a solid air player, does have very explosive wind turbine farm, but definitely winning against the enemy. Let's see, enemy air at 2300 energy, and well, Martin Plo definitely, because he's gone heavier into wind, will drop as the wind drops, but can definitely produce way more energy than the enemy air can. So, well, the yellow air is ahead, the orange sea is ahead. But the blue player, he smells blood in the water, and he's coming for it all. He's got missile chips. A very bold commander walk from a 16 OS 6 chef guy. My good sir, it's too late to retreat. Might as well just walk in and destroy the geo. Front is somewhat broken. The Scout 666 holding Glorp's front. Lots of pings being done. And a lot of pings, not giving a lot of information, to be very. Run, you fool! Fool of a Turk! Move! Yo, wait, what? What? What?
Battle ended.
Wait a second. You know what? I'm gonna have to go run this back again. I see, so lots of pings. That's the last commander, and no one's keeping a track of the commander count. Oh my god. That's a disaster.